Hi, my name is Anthony Natali, and I want to tell you why I am a very good candidate to become a vet tech at your practice. Um, I've been working with animals since I was a very young boy. I grew up around not only dogs and cats, but horses as well. Always had animals a big part of my life and have always been taking care of them. My first jobs as I was growing up was I was a stable boy at a couple of different farms. Not only did I have horses at home, but I was handling more horses at work. I was giving medications. I was helping treat small abrasions and wounds, and I was starting. That was real start of where I really knew I wanted to work with animals for the rest of my life. I've worked at for the Cleveland Equine Clinic with large animals. I worked there since I was probably about 14, working with the horses, helping Dr. Genovese, and learning a lot about the equine industry. I have extensive knowledge on the different diseases and the different especially lameness. We specialize a lot on lameness in horses and why it happens, and how to treat it, and how to make it better. Orthopedic conditions in horses, and how to treat the orthopedics, because horses all start from the hoofs up, and usually most problems start at the very base of the horses. Their feet. Their feet are the biggest, most problematic part. Their legs are the most problematic part of a horse, and that's where you start diagnosis with a lot of different, large animals. I've also worked for the Twinsburg Veterinary Hospital for about almost a year now, and that's a small animal practice, cats and dogs, and I love it as well. Um, Giving vaccines, drawing blood, placing catheters, doing dentals. I've learned how to do it all, and I've become very good, especially with working with dogs, large dogs, um, even the dogs that you don't always want to see, the aggressive and mean dogs. I've learned how to work with them and control them, and how to safely put myself handling these animals, and also keeping the doctor out of harm and keeping myself out of harm. Um, some of my best professional skills, I would say, would be my ability to handle animals. I am able to easily manipulate and use my body and my strength to help hold animals very still, very well. I think it's a big skill of mine. Also, I think ahead of the game, and I'm a very big team worker. Growing up playing sports all my life, playing sports through college has taught me to be a team player, and that a team functions much better when all the parts are operating together, and that you're always able there to help somebody, and somebody's always able to come and help you. You can't be opposed to go either way. Um, if you try to do anything alone, you always end up not being able to do as well as a team. I think that's some of my biggest skills. Also, I'm personable. I take orders well, and I keep to myself, and I work hard. And that's one of my biggest goals. My biggest skills is that I'm a very hard worker. My ultimate career goal is to get into vet school, um, and become a large animal veterinarian. Currently in the process of reapplying right now, and hopefully this time will be the time around to get in. But I think that working as a vet aide or a vet tech um, only helps me in the application process. It makes me more well-rounded and focused. It shows I'm focused and I know what I want to do with my career. So working in the veterinary field is what I know what I want to do, and I can show these schools that this is what I know I want to do, because I'm doing it. I have real world experience working with animals, working on animals, and I know my way around large and small animals, and it's what I want to do, and I know that I want to do it. Um, I'm a very professional person in the workplace. Um, I enjoy working with my colleagues. They're very fun people, but I know when to be serious. I know when work needs to get done, and I grind out. I work. I always keep myself busy. I never like to stop moving or sit down and take a break. I always like to keep myself busy. Um, whether it's cleaning a kennel or helping somebody else or running lab work, or, anything I can do to keep busy, I like to do that. It keeps me going, and it, it makes me a better, employee because I never stop. Um, some of my biggest accomplishments is that you know, academically, I graduated from Washington Jefferson with a 3.5 GPA, um, and I had honors there at Washington Jefferson. I um, was even while I played sports, I was able to maintain that GPA. Currently, I'm at Stotzenberg College. I'm doing well there, and I'm also doing very well in my master classes. I'm taking master classes for pharmacology, so I'm always consistently trying to go in the right direction, staying in the medical side of the field, especially veterinary medicine. Um, and I think that's what makes me stand out is that I'm very dedicated to the job. I'm not only just taking the regular courses, I'm going beyond that. I'm learning more about the pharmacology, the anatomy. I'm going into depth. I'm taking higher level courses than you can at your technical school, and that would really dedicate myself to it. I've been very fortunate where I've grown up with animals all my life. Horses. Not many people get that opportunity, and not many people are able to handle horses very well. And I know because I've been doing it all my life that I can handle any horse. And I think that's what makes me a great job candidate. Is not only can I work with large animals, but I can work with small animals too, and with just as much finesse or power that I need to use. And I think that's a large part of the reason why I chose this career field is because I've been around it my whole life. I grew up being around the animals. I grew up taking care of my animals. And I think that's that is the biggest reason. I really do enjoy working with animals. They always are grateful to you. You know, it's much more rewarding than anything else I've ever done in my life, and that's the big thing for me. Is it's a great reward, and I can see myself. I could wake up every day and say I'm excited to go to work, and that's the biggest thing. Is you have to be excited to go to work, and I know right now that I can do that every day and be excited to go to work. Thank you for listening to my interview type of speech. I hope it told you more about myself and my abilities. Thank you.